You have to understand science is not in contra with religion. In fact, science will fulfill religion, and more than that, religion will fulfill science. You see, that's the beauty of our Sanatana Dharma.
Radhe Radhe Ramuji, is God with or without form?
There was a question, is God with form or without form? Let me use a wonderful scientific example. There is something called light. You see light everywhere. In science, they had a problem 100 years back. Light was first thought as a wave. You know what a wave is, right? When you throw a small stone into the pond, wave. Waves are generally reflected. So people thought this light is a wave. Why it is spread everywhere? Suppose it is like this, tumbler is not spread everywhere. So tumbler is called a particle. But light is spread everywhere like sound. When I make a sound, and they did some experiments. You will read that also. Young's experiment in pair about interference and all that. And it all proved light is a wave. Then came some 2-3 scientists who had a startling discovery. Light is not a wave, it is solid like a particle. You see how photoelectric effect they found out. You see, all your solar powered cell, etc. Thanks to some people like Planck and other people, our Einstein, etc. So photoelectric effect means when a light falls on a metal or something, it knocks out an electron. For example, only if a particle comes and hits it, it can move a little bit. So light has the property as a particle. Particle, concrete. It is in a packet. It is local. Wave, it is everywhere, universal. These two are R only. How can it be both a particle and a wave? Real problem. How can it be local and also universal in the same place? And then our Einstein said, light has both properties. It can be particle if it wants to, or it can be a wave if it wants to. And if the recipient is a photoelectric effect, it will be a particle. If the recipient is a mirror, it will be a wave. Breakthrough in science. And to this day, people argue it is neither particle nor wave. It is particle and wave. So here, dual property or dual nature of light. For those who don't know it, please go and Google it. Dual nature of light. It can at once be a particle which can influence something and give even energy. And it can also be a wave, which is just present and moving around. Once you understand this, you will understand the question. When I answer that question as God is both formed and formless, wave mari, light mari. When you are a devotee, that which is nameless and formless can also take a name and form to add energy, to actually give you what you wanted, what you prayed. But normally it is ubiquitous. It is like a field. It is like a wave. It is like omnipresent without a name or form. Scientists have told that long back. You see, our rishis have told us long back that Bhagavan is nirvikaram. He is nirgunam. Also, sakaram or sakaram and sagunam. This is beauty. In the Mari and the religion will explain it. Sanatana Dharma says, if you see it as nirvikaram, nirgunam, nirvikaram, nirgunam, like light. But if you put a photoelectric cell there, like your solar cell, the same thing does not just say, I don't care if you have a solar cell or not, I am nirvikaram sollada. Suddenly the light will take the property of a particle and add energy to that solar electric cell. Why? Depending on the recipient, it can show any nature. Yam. Bhagavan says, yar enna eppadi sharanagati pandralo, appadi I actually answer. Adha vishayam. Light maridane. That's why we say God is light, light is God. Renduthukkum dual property. That's why we love science, Sanatana. It helps us to understand very difficult concepts. Light itself can be a wave and a particle. depending on the recipient, Bhagavan appadi irukkaangiradhu convinced now. Enak I have not even a shred of doubt. Yena light is everywhere na. It's a daytime, light is everywhere. Darkness means lower vibration of light da. There is nothing called pitch dark at all in this world. Yena there are things which absorb light and emit light. You see, pitch dark not possible at all. It means light is there, I can't see it because you have a very small band na. If it is ultraviolet or infrared, then you can't see. So it's a small band of light is what we see, the Vibjar thing. You see, rest is all there. Band. And so light always exists, you see. But if the recipient is merely a mirror or a slit or a normal place, light won't show its particle property. It will just be a wave present everywhere. The moment you bring in the same place, or photoelectric cell, light changes its property. It starts generating energy from the photoelectric effect. You never knew light had so much of power in it. And that's how Bhagavan is. The moment you become a recipient with something called devotion, faith, love, and prayer, Ade Nirakaram, Ade Nirgunam becomes Sakaram Sagunam. Which form now? The form which you want it to come. You see, God is everywhere. But it's up to us. I don't believe in God. Fine. I don't think light is a particle. You're right. It won't be. Why should it be? What does it lose? You lose an opportunity to get that energy. That's all. And so here, Bhagavan is not obligated to us. We are obligated to him. If you have faith, you will be shown something which you can't even imagine. And our Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's example is like water vapor. You see, water vapor is everywhere. There is humidity now. 0.00001% humidity at least will be there. But humidity is there. Unless you condense that air, you can't get droplets of water or ice cubes of water for which your thirst will be quenched. So just knowing there is water vapor everywhere is not going to help. The same ever-present, omnipresent, ubiquitous water vapor, if you use this love and faith and prayers, the same water vapor which is existing in form of an unseen, ever-present, gaseous state of water condenses into water, into ice, and then it can quench our thirst also. And like that, God is everywhere, and he has the power to be in a form and a name also.
It's amazing to know how very lofty aspects of Sanatana Dharma can be understood through simple scientific concepts. By understanding how light has the property of both a wave and a particle based on the recipient, we understand God too can be with and without form based on how a devotee worships him. Light, which exists as a wave, takes the property of a particle when it comes in contact with a photoelectric cell and produces energy. Similarly, Bhagavan is omnipresent without a name and form, but when a devotee with faith and love wants to worship and celebrate him for his love and devotion, that nameless and formless God takes a specific name and form.